आप सभी को मुनीश्वर देवनंदन महिला महाविद्यालय की ओर से बीएससी की जूलॉजिक ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में मैं चंद्रकेश चौहान आपका स्वागत करता हूं। आज जो है हम इस सेकेंड जो वीडियो में सब फाइलम स्पोरोजोआ के बारे में बातें करेंगे। इससे प्रीवियसली वीडियो में हमने आपको सब फाइलम मस्टिगोफोरा, सार्कोमस्टिगोफोरा के बारे में दिया था, डिटेल आपको बताया था। आज जो है आइए हम लोग सब फाइलम स्पोरोजोआ है इसके विषय में देखते हैं। कौन से प्रोटोजोवंस जो होते हैं इससे बिलोंग करते हैं। जैसा कि प्रीवियसली हमने आपको बताया था, सार्कोमस्टिगोफोरा के जो भी एनिमल्स होते हैं सभी के बॉडी में जो न्यूक्लियस होता है, द न्यूक्लियस दैट प्रेजेंट इन केस ऑफ सार्कोमस्टिगोफोरा इज ऑलवेज मोनोमॉर्फिक एंड द नंबर ऑफ फ्लैजिला may be 1 or 2 and which act as a locomotory organs. Pseudopodia are also present. In some cases flagella and pseudopodia both are present. Now we tell about the general characteristic of the subphylum Sporozoa. Subphylum Sporozoa, फाइलम स्पोरोजोआ, सब फाइलम स्पोरोजोआ, स्पोरोजोआ। The important characteristic of subphylum Sporozoa which belong to the phylum Protozoa is that the first one characteristic is locomotor organelles are absent. Locomotor organelles, locomotor organelles are absent. Locomotor organelles are absent. Absent in adult. This is the first characteristic of the subphylum Sporozoa. Locomotor organelles are absent in adult form. The second characteristic, they are all parasitic. All parasitic. Locomotor organelles are absent in adult. They are all parasitic. Cilia or flagella. Cilia or flagella may be found in gametes. Next characteristic of subphylum Sporozoa is nucleus is monomorphic. These are the important characteristic of Sporozoan. The first characteristic is locomotor organelles are absent in adult. In adult form, locomotor organelles are absent All the forms of sporozoa are parasite. They are all parasitic form. Cilia or flagella may be present, may be found in case of gametes. May be found in gametes. Nucleus is monomorphic. Monomorphic nucleus is present. Monomorphic nucleus is present. Subphylum Sporozoa further divided into three classes. The first class is Telospora. Second class is Toxoplasmia. Third class is Haplosporia. The first class is Telosporia, second Toxoplasmia, and third one is Haplosporia. Thus you seen that subphylum Sporozoa, which especially contain the monomorphic nucleus and all parasitic form and absence of locomotor organelles, further divided into the three classes. The first one is called the Telosporia, second one is called the Toxoplasmia, and third one is called the Haplosporia. The Telosporia, the first class Telosporia, further divided into the two subclasses. The first one is called Gregarenia, second one is called Coccidiaceae. Gregarenia and Coccidiaceae. The Toxoplasmia is the second class, belong to the subphylum Sporozoa. The third class is Haplosporia. Now see the characteristic of Telosporia, Toxoplasmia and Haplosporia. Telosporia further divided into two subclasses, Gregarenia, Coccidiaceae, Monocystis and Plasmodium. Since the important characteristic of subphylum is absence of the locomotor organ and all form are parasitic, nucleus is monomorphic, cilia or flagella may be present in gametes, not to the adult form. The three classes, the general characteristic of the three classes, further the first class is Telosporia. 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 Pseudopodia generally absent. Pseudopodia generally absent. Pseudopodia generally absent. The second characteristic is reproduction takes place by asexual reproduction, both by asexual and sexual, asexual and sexual method. Here you see that in case of class Telosporia, locomotory organelle pseudopodia is generally absent, and the reproduction takes place by the both asexual and sexual method. The third characteristic of Telosporia is formation of spores. So spores are formed. Spores are formed spores are formed and there are three flagellated microgametes in some cases. Thus we see the characteristic of a Telosporia. The first important characteristic is pseudopodia is generally absent. Second one is reproduction takes place by both asexual and sexual method. Spores are formed and there are three flagellated microgametes in some cases. Further, Telosporia divided into two subclasses. The first subclass is Gregarenia and the second one is Coccidia. The first class is Gregarenia. In case of Gregarenia, we see that there is a difference between the Gregarenia, subclass Gregarenia and Coccidia. The first one is mature trophozoites. Trophozoites are mature in case of the Gregarenia. Mature trophozoites spores are present and each spore contains 8 gametes. These are parasites of digestive tract. In case of Gregarenia, mature trophozoites are present. Each spore contains 8 and each spore contains 8 trophozoites. And parasites, these are parasites of digestive tract. Parasites of digestive tract. Parasites of digestive tract are seminal vesicle. The important organism that belong to Gregarenia is Monocystis. It is very important organism, and the second subclass is Coccidia. The important characteristic is trophozoites are also mature in case of the Coccidia. Coccidia also contain mature trophozoites, mature trophozoites which are small, mature trophozoites which are small and typically intracellular. Okay, we see the general characteristic of Talosporia, the subclass Gregarina and Coccidia having the basic difference. The first one is both containing the mature trophozoites, that is mature trophozoites are present in both cases. In case of the Gregarina, each spore contains 8 trophozoites. These are especially parasites of digestive tract and seminal vesicle. These are in Coccidiae, these are mature trophozoites which are small and typically intracellular. These are parasites of gut or blood. These are parasites of gut or blood of vertebrates. These are parasites of vertebrates. And gametocytes are dimorphic gametocytes. Dimorphic gametocytes, Coccidiae. Okay. Now the second class is Toxoplasmia. We see the general characteristic of Talosporiae. The first one is pseudopodia, generally absent. Reproduction takes place by both asexual and sexual method. Spores are formed and there are 3 flagellated microgametes in some cases. Talosporia further divided into the Gregarina, Coccidiae, Monocystis and Plasmodium. Gregarina, the general characteristic of Gregarina is that mature trophozoites are present. Each spore contains 8 trophozoites. These are especially parasites of the digestive tract and seminal vesicle. But you seen that dimorphic gametocytes are present in case of the Coccidiae and mature trophozoites which are small and typically intracellular. Here is a special difference. Parasitic form, parasites of the guts. These are the parasites of gut or blood of vertebrate. तो ये vertebrate जो blood से of vertebrates parasites form. Now come to the second class which is known as Toxoplasmia. Toxoplasmia. Class Toxoplasmia. Class Toxoplasmia. Flagella. The important characteristic of Toxoplasmia is that flagella are pseudopodia absent. Pseudopodia absent. The first characteristic, flagella are pseudopodia absent. It is similar to that of the class Talospora, where locomotory organelles are also absent. The second characteristic, reproduction takes place by asexual binary fission. Asexual binary fission. The difference here is in that flagella or pseudopodia also absent, which is similar to Talosporia. Reproduction takes place by asexual binary fission. Spores are absent. In Talosporia, spores are present. While in case of the Toxoplasmia, you have seen that flagella or pseudopodia both are absent. Reproduction takes place by asexual binary fission, and spores are also absent in case of the Toxoplasmia. Now come to the third class. You see that the important organism that belong to the class Toxoplasmia is Toxoplasma or Sarcocystis. Sarcocystis and Toxoplasma are important organisms that belong to the Toxoplasmia. So Toxoplasma and Sarcocystis are important organisms that show the general characteristic of the Toxoplasmia. Now come to the third class, which is known as Haplosporia. The third class is known as Haplosporia. We see the general characteristic of the Haplosporia. Subclass Haplosporia do not divided into any subclasses. Now you see the characteristic of Haplosporia. Haplosporiae. The important characteristic of in case of, we see that in case of Talosporia and Toxoplasmia, locomotory organelles are absent. But in case of Talosporia, spores are present, while in Toxoplasmia, spores are absent. Now, in case of Haplosporia, we see the general characteristic. The first one is that flagella absent. Flagella absent, but pseudopodia may or may not may be present. Pseudopodia may be present. This is the first characteristic of the Haplosporia. The flagella is absent, but locomotory organelles may be present in the form of pseudopodia, which may be either present or absent. The second one characteristic of haplosporia is spores are present. Spores present. स्पोर्स क्या होंगे? प्रेजेंट होते हैं. स्पोर्स आर प्रेजेंट. रिप्रोडक्शन, द थर्ड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज रिप्रोडक्शन. रिप्रोडक्शन बाय asexual साइजोगोनी मेथड. It is very important that you seen that locomotory organelles both are absent in case of the Talosporia and Toxoplasmia, but you seen that Haplosporia do not contain any locomotory organ in the form of flagella, but locomotory organelles present in form of pseudopodia, which may be present. Spores are present in case of the Haplosporia, and reproduction by asexual schizogony method. The important organism is Trichosporidium. Important organism is Trichosporidium. Okay.